Hello, I'm Ella.
She is the voice of Technomobile's Ella.
I'm your smart assistant. You can ask me anything.
She's the voice of Amazon's Alexa.
Okay, when I used to say, welcome to Vodafone, you're speaking with Shahenda. May I have your name? They thought it's an IVR. Oh my god, I'm through another IVR. I want to speak with a human.
Dr. Shahenda Ahmed Aly, the winner for the Voiceover Artist of the Year 2024. Joins the Everything Voiceovers podcast to discuss her 18 years plus voiceover journey from 2005 till now.
As a 15-year-old girl, I started with my little iPhone inside my closet in the middle of the clothing. Look at that girl in the closet and look at this girl winning the APVA now. I can't believe it, guys.
Gracie Imo, a podcaster and APVA communications and programs coordinator, also breaks down the process of the award event.
What everybody should know is that the award is divided into 3 parts. So there's the part for the nominations, there's the part for voting, and there's the award ceremony itself.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Everything Voiceovers podcast, The African Perspective. It's Tcode, your host. And on this episode, unfortunately, Sarah Johnson, my co-host, is not here to be with us. She's really busy at the moment, but trust that the episode or the podcast must go on. And this week is definitely going to be another fantastic time for us to have conversations about the voiceover industry, particularly in Africa. And next week when Sarah is here, we can talk about all of the gist about what's going on again, as we do it. But for today, I have 2 fabulous hosts right here on the podcast with me. And these women, they have been instrumental in the industry as far as voiceover is concerned. But particularly, there was an event that happened just about, say, over the weekend. And this event is what everybody in the voiceover industry in Africa is talking about. Now, I am also involved in the event. So if you're guessing, you'll probably be guessing towards the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Actors, APVA, which I like to call apva. Now, apva has been existing for a couple of years now, and we're known for, creating resources and building a support community for voiceover artists, podcasters, and spoken word artists across the continent. But there's just this, big event that we do every year. And this event is called the apva Awards, where we come together to celebrate, to recognize, to amplify voices in the continent that are making us proud. And this year's apva Award happened on the 28th of September 2024, and that was just over the weekend. So we thought it beautiful and brilliant to bring the people, like I said, that are instrumental in this particular event. Now we're talking about one of the organizers of the event. She works with apva, so she is my colleague, and it's a pleasure to interview my colleague. Now, if you've been following the podcast for a while now, I'll usually talk to Bidemi Adedire, who is the founder of apva. Shout out to Bidemi, by the way. But this time around, we said, okay, why not bring someone else to talk to us? So yes, we've got her. I'm going to be introducing her very soon. And the other person on the podcast today is the winner of the award for the Voiceover Artist of the Year 2024. Now that's such a big deal, right? And it's our pleasure as podcasters to host her on the podcast. So guys, let me get straight into the introduction. Okay, so you heard the voice of Shahenda, and Shahenda is the winner of the APVA Voiceover Artist of the Year. So I'm just going to quickly introduce her and let her say one or two things. She is a seasoned voiceover artist all the way from Egypt with 18 years of experience, and she has been the voice of Amazon's Alexa and Technomobile's Ella, the smart assistant. I can say a lot about her, but of course, she's not just a voiceover artist. She's also a certified cognitive behavioral therapy practitioner and a child psychologist. So I want to know a lot about what she does behind the scene aside from voiceover. We're speaking before we started the podcast, and she also said she is an educationist. She teaches English in middle school. So away from all of that, let me formally welcome on the podcast Dr. Shahenda, the winner of ABBA Voiceover Artist of the Year. Hi, Shahenda. Hi,
Hello.
hi,
Thank you so
hi.
much, Tcode, for this incredible introduction. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me today and appreciating all of this. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are
Ah,
you?
it's I'm fine. It's a pleasure to have you. This is the first
My
time that we're
pleasure.
going. Yeah, this is the first time we're going North Africa for the podcast. We've been to Kenya, we've been to South Africa, we've been to was it Uganda? So great to have someone from another part of the continent. So again,
Yeah.
congratulations for winning
Thank
on that
you.
category.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, let me also introduce my colleague, my buddy, as we say it here in Nigeria, Grace Imo. Grace is a podcast virtual assistant. She is an amazing personality to work with behind the scenes. She's also a podcast host, and she's the communications and programs manager at APVA. Hello, Gracie.
Hi, hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Now, a lot of people don't know that Gracie handles a lot of the behind the scene processes going on at ABVA. I remember when we started APVA in 2021 and 2022, we started putting the team together, and Gracie came on board. And was it 2022 you officially came on board, or 2023?
I think officially 2023, yeah. But I was
Officially
there
2023.
2022.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're there all the way. And I've seen Gracie grow, in capacity, and it's so nice to be able to have this conversation with you, Gracie. Well done. Well done.
Thank
Well done.
you. Thank you so much.
All right. So a bit of backstory, yeah. We recorded an episode much before or just before the AVA award, but unfortunately, due to internet issues, we couldn't drop that. So we decided, okay, let's have the conversation again. So Gracie is going to be giving us perspectives towards how the award is being organized, the procedure, and everything people would really want to know about the awards. While Dr. Shahenda will be giving us a lot of information about her career as a voiceover artist, how she has been a voiceover artist for 18 years and counting. That's such a big deal in
Yeah.
Egypt, and has bagged, a lot of experiences from here and there. So let's dive right into it, right? And I want to start with Dr. Shahanda. So, Gracie, we're going to come to Ava real soon. I'm very curious to know, first of all, let's start with the awards, right? Tell us how you felt
Yeah.
when you announced the winner of APVA Awards 2024.
Wow. It was an incredible feeling. I was waiting for the 2 hours from 7 p.m. Egypt time till 9 p.m. till the last category was announced. Oh my God, I'm still pinching myself so far to wake up to believe that. It's you know why, guys? It's
Mhm.
I'm from Egypt. I'm far away from this, and not many people from Egypt can participate. And also in Egypt, mm, just my friends, they know about ABVA still.
Mm,
So I started to tell them more about ABVA, and yeah, there is actually an award for the best voice artists in Africa, and we are recognized. And really, I was really honored, and it was an incredible feeling to be nominated and to win the prize. It was really incredible. I can't believe it.
wow, wow, wow. That sounds amazing to hear that you've been here for so long, and for the country and for the hard work that has been going on, you are able to back that honor. And I know that Egypt as a country is proud of you as well. And while we're talking about Egypt, shout out to Nadim Khalid, who is also a top voiceover artist over there. Nadim and I, we've had opportunity to talk a few times. It
Yeah.
was also, yeah. You want to say something about Nadim?
No,
Okay.
I really wish to work with him.
Yeah. I mean, we've worked
Yeah.
together a couple of times. That was particularly for the Africa Voiceover Day. So
Hmm.
a couple of people may not know, but there this year, 2024, we started what we call Africa Voiceover Day, and this was a coming together of voiceover professionals across the continent. APVA was involved in helping to facilitate this. We also had Seun Shobo from Nigeria, the founder of the Voiceover Academy. We had King E from Nigeria, the founder of the Voiceover Workshop. You had Emeka
Mm,
Onunkwo, the founder of the VO Africa Conference. And we had a lot of other people too. Nadim from Egypt, Jennifer Canary from Kenya. We all came together. Remi Olutimai, also from Nigeria, the founder of one of the biggest voiceover communities in Africa. That's Voice Act in Africa community. And we came together to institute the Africa Voiceover Day that holds May 5th of every year. So I look forward to next year because it's going to be great. And Nadim is such an incredible
yeah.
fellow to work with, very
Yeah.
professional. And yeah, okay. All right. So let's move on.
Of course.
So, um, before we move to Gracie, I still want to get a little bit about your involvement in the ABVA Awards, and much later we'll get into your personal journey and story. So,
Yes.
why or how did you get to know about ABVA, and why did you decide to nominate your work to, the platform and perhaps win?
Okay. Of course. Actually, since I was 15 years old, I started seeking and searching over the internet across every platform related to acting. I always search for like who's the best voiceover artist, what is the best voice acting video, who did the perfect voice acting in what. I always want to learn, and I want to know what did they do. While I was searching this early summer uh, for like many voiceover stuff, I found Abba in front of me. So,
Wow.
African voice artists and podcasters. What? African? Okay, I'm in. I started to apply for the membership. I got the
Yeah.
membership sent to me via email. Oh, they're real. They are serious people. Okay, what? There isn't a word. I'm definitely nominating myself. And I told all my people, guys, it's time. So I might have worked with lots of people from across the seas, America, Canada, UK, lots of other places, but it's just a project and it's done. But
Mm.
no recognition like that, and it's Africa. So it's definitely I need to start from here. So I nominated myself and I sent my voice recording to my people. So, guys, this is the voice recording. While you can nominate me, so you can post this and that and that. And oh my God, the nominees. You already noticed how how I was so yeah in cannot impatient. I was impatient. I wanted to know whether I'm gonna be nominated or not. Okay, well, Ava nominated me. Whoa, they chose me to be nominated. The best voice artist. Okay, this is another step. Trust me. I just dreamt of being nominated. Winning is something else. Winning actually I'm telling you, I'm still pinching myself. Winning the award was super incredible. So that's how I knew Abba. I'm honored to know Abba, and I am in love with Abba, actually. I
Oh,
really want
you're
to want to work with you guys, actually.
We'd love to work with you too,
Of course,
Okay.
of course.
So tell us about your journey into the voiceover industry and what inspired you to pursue this career.
Okay, since I was young, I used to read. Look, English is not my first language. Arabic
Mm,
is. So
mm.
English, to get such accent and to be that good in English is not. I didn't work for it. It was actually a gift. I just used to watch lots of American movies with my dad. I was a little girl. I started to recognize that when I read in my class when I was a little kid, 6 years, 7 years old, that was different. My accent was different. And then when I started to be like teenager, I started to hear myself. So this voice is different. And people around me started to say, okay, you sound like a robot sometimes. Um, you sound like a robot. Are you an IVR? So when I was 15, I started searching voice over jobs. And hello, Upwork. Hello, people per hour. They showed up for me. Okay, what is that? I signed up and I started. Well, I got my first job. Guys, this is working. Okay, I'm only 15 and I got my first $100. My dad didn't believe it.
Wow.
Imagine. So, that American guy called Fred, I will never forget him. He chose me within the 20s and 40s of Americans and Canadian and UK. Oh my God. So, guys, it's working. I'm good at that. I'm going to be voiceover artist. I kept it as a freelancing job. When I left college, I started working in a company. It's based in the UK. So when I answered the phone, hello, welcome to, um, can I say the name or it's going to be an
Yeah,
ad?
it's okay. You
Okay,
can say
Vodafone UK, actually.
okay.
Vodafone UK. Okay, when I used to say, welcome to Vodafone, you're speaking with Shahenda. May I have your name? They thought it's an IVR. Oh my God, I'm through another IVR. I want to speak with a human. Okay, so so I believe that yeah, I can do that. I'm an RVR. My voice can be robotic. And here comes Ella, the biggest project in my life. Ella, the smart assistant on Tcode. They chose me. China, hello China, the another continent. So
Wow.
yeah, here it is. It's getting bigger and bigger, and I really still can't believe it.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
it's really grown big over the years, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
proud of what you've been able to achieve. Looking at how it started from a dream of a young girl wanting to just
Yeah.
express herself, and using what she's got, which in your words came to you almost naturally, based on the fact that you watched a lot of, movies with your father. You just
Mm-hmm.
trusted in that genuineness, and
Yeah.
followed your dreams. And here we are today.
Yeah.
So I know
That's
that
it.
the story sounds like an interesting, perfect story with a happy ending. But I know as well that every story has its challenges. And I want
Of
to know
course.
what those challenges were like for you. For instance, we could talk about similar challenges that voiceover artists have, which would be getting the audio right, getting the clients, getting stuff like that. So, what was the challenge for you while coming up?
I will surprise you. As a 15-year-old girl, I started with my little iPhone, um, with my AirPods, uh,
Oh,
inside my closet, in the middle of the clothes. The cloths are covering me, and I'm inside just to prevent any air to come in. If anyone coughed or sneezed, it appears in the recording, so I repeat again
wow,
and again until I reached it, until I now have my special studio here. Look at that
wow,
girl in the closet and look at this girl winning the APVA now. I can't believe it, guys.
wow.
It was very challenging actually, and um, it was noisy around my house, and
Mm,
people always around, so they always talked in a loud voice, and I used to like cover myself in clothes um in order to get everything right
mm.
with a little
Wow.
iPhone. Mm.
That's a special story, And just for context, what year was this?
2005 or 2006?
Hmm. And that's
Yeah,
such a long time ago. And obviously, the
yeah,
industry has grown and evolved with time.
of course.
Yeah. So, aside the challenges you faced with the audio, which, worked for you, tell us other things like getting gigs. Aside Upwork, were there local based challenges like getting gigs locally or big as a 15-year-old, lady attempting to do voiceover, was the voiceover community well receptive of you? What are those things that were peculiar as challenges to you back then?
You won't believe, actually, nobody in that time picked me as a voice artist in Egypt. I
Mm,
haven't tried a single Arabic, my mother tongue, a single Arabic voice acting. All people who accepted me was across seas,
mm,
overseas, UK, United States, Canada, Australia, even China, India, Pakistan. I even still know these people. They worked with me and they always come back. That was perfect. They always come back, but they are really, they were the first people to pick me.
mm,
I didn't do much in Arabic because, unfortunately, here you have to work very, very hard, like harder than usual, in order to be in a place like that. So I'm so proud of myself to do all of this and abroad, not even
mm.
here.
I'm proud of you too, I must say. You kept doing
Thank
it,
you.
and here we are in 2024,
Yeah.
Africa's Voiceover Artist of the Year.
Oh
All
wow.
right,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for not giving up on your dream. Now, let me talk to
Yes, of course.
Gracie, who is my colleague at APVA. It'll be funny that I'm asking you these questions because I kind of like know the answers to this, but then it's important for us to have people across the world understand what goes into the APVA awards. So, Gracie, first of all, tell me what was your reaction when we finally finished the award itself on that day, the event, after the entire thing was done? What was your reaction, Gracie?
Well, well, my reaction was thank God, oh. Thank God, thank God, thank God, because everyone was like, wait, so the day has finally come. No, that song of finally, finally, right? So like, first of all, we're just all grateful that everything went well. I think that
Mm-hmm.
was the major thing. Everyone was so grateful. Everyone was like, well done, team. Well done, you did well. Well done. No error. Everything went well. So, first of all, we're all grateful. And, the work doesn't end. I'm still trying to know. We're still putting up something. So, work has not
Yeah,
ended for that part. But the
yeah.
major thing of the award ceremony, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. It went well. We're all grateful. Thank God.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
God.
Awesome. I just wanted to have a bit of the reaction that you had because I recall the first episode, the second episode, the first edition of the award, if I remember correctly, Bidemi and we, I think we're on a call. We're just chatting ourselves, and we're on a call, and then we had to talk for a while to say, finally, we did it, this and that, and it was such an exciting time because I know that there's a lot of tension that builds up to the award because there is a lot
Yeah.
of work that goes on behind the scene. So now let's expose some
Mm-hmm.
of this stuff. Give us an idea of what happens months leading to the award and tell us what happens, the process of making the award happen? So start with, leading to the award. Let's get a feel of that.
Okay. So I think what everybody should know is that the award is divided into three parts. So there's the part for the nominations, there's the part for voting, and there's the award ceremony itself. So from the beginning, the nominations started this year, May 5th. We opened it up May 5th. Nominate yourself, nominate your friends and all. So that's a space to just nominate anyone you see worthy of deserving an award for his or her crafts. So that one's open up to everybody. There's also the part of voting. So after you nominate your friend or you nominate yourself, there's the part of you have to vote. You have to vote to win the award. Apart from voting too, there's also the part of our judges. So we have special judges for each category, right? Because we are majorly focused on three categories: the podcast category, spoken words, and voiceover category. So the judges are also on standby already for the voting period. So when everyone finishes voting, then the judges start their work. They start their screening and all those things. While all these things are happening, just know we are trying to also screen. We're also trying to keep people along with the process. So like there's this thing of nominees after being nominated, they want to know what's next. And we're like, calm down. We are coming. We are coming. So we have somebody that, oh please, what's the next thing happening? Please, what are we doing? And we're like, okay, this is the next thing. You have to calm down and stuff like that. So there's that part. There's also the part of before the award ceremony. If anyone notices, if they notice we do what we call pre-awards events. There's a pre-awards event where we have our keynote speeches, we have judges special, we have this year we introduced something new which we call session hosts. So we had people who were interested in hosting sessions at the APBA Awards come along with their panel or just themselves to speak on a topic that involves the audio creative industry in Africa, right? So we had such a group. So behind the scenes, we are reaching out to these people. We are following up on them with the topics. We are following up on them with recording. We are also reaching out to our judges, following up on the scorecards. It's a lot. So you're like reaching out to different group of people. At the same time, you're keeping up with the nominees. There's social media too. So many engagement. You have to respond to comments. You have to tag people. So like you're in 4 places at the same time. The judges, the nominees, the guests. Then you and your team together working.
Yeah.
So yeah, all these processes are behind the scenes before the award ceremony.
And there's still things being done right now after the awards, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Like right now, today, I'm still thinking of there's something I need to send.
There's
There's
an email.
Winners need to receive their gifts. Like there's a lot. We need to say our thank you because it was a huge success. So like we need to do all those things. So for sure, there's a lot left.
Oh my.
We have to clear it up.
Oh my. And again, there's another thing about the awards where it's kind of like takes the spotlight about everything that APVA does. But we know that APVA is more than just awards. So I like to, for a minute, let's talk about APVA aside the awards. What are the things that we do as an association? What does APVA stand for?
Okay, so before I answer that question, I think Shahenda was raising up her hand or something.
Oh,
Would you like to
I-
give a
I-
comment?
I was saying, Gracie, I'm waiting for my email. I'm a winner. I'm a
I
winner.
think one was sent some minutes ago, so you might have to check.
Okay.
Oh, she's trying to check.
I will.
Oh my. Hold on,
Alright.
Gracie. Talk
So-
to us.
Well, yeah, so as APVA, we have so many versions, just like you said. So there's a way we put it. There's APVA as the community, there's APVA as the academy, there's APVA as the repository scripts. There are different versions of APVA. Now, if
Yeah.
you're part of our community, you will notice we have a community of these audio creatives all together. We're all helping each other. We are all growing together. That one is moving well. Like that is the aim, that is the goal. We have more things in line for everyone part of the community, which will be unfolding with time, right? There's also the APV Academy. I won't speak so much about that one, but it's coming. There's the APVA scripts repository. That one is for voice artists. You can donate your scripts to help upcoming voiceover artists. Like, for example, if I want to go into voice acting and I need a script to practice on, I can just go there and pick a script to practice on. And I think that from there I can grow myself, right? There's also the coalition. So we have Support Coalition. This is an initiative started by APVA for the community, whereby we reach out to, not just reaching out, we partner with different organizations, different people. For example, we partner with some studios to give our community members access to their studios, maybe for a particular time or at a discounted rate. There are all these things involved. So APVA is not just the awards, which is the most popular, right? That everyone knows. We also have our magazine. We have our periodical magazine, that is Respond. Respond, we spotlight the audio industry leaders, the people who we want to spotlight to show the world that this person is doing well. At the same time, apart from the audio industry, people that deserve that recognition, right? So APVA is APVA. It's an association, right? However, it's not just about the awards. It's not just even about the community. There's much more to it. That's why new changes are coming up, just announced during the awards ceremony.
And for people who want to join APVA, how do they become a member, and what are the advantages or the membership perks?
Okay, the first thing I would say is, if you want to join the community, you can go to our website at apva.africa. There's a link there that says join the community, just there. So from there you can join the community. Yeah, become a member, fill a form, and we'll get back to you on that. Next thing is, why should you join our community? Our community it's necessary. I believe no one works alone. No one should work alone. I believe in growing in the industry, you need people by your side. Personally, as a podcaster, APV has helped me. There are some podcast equipment questions I can't answer. Only Tcode can help me. And that's why he comes in the community. That's the community. I just go and ask the question and all. So imagine you have a group of people who are like you, who understand what you do and can help you. And we have such big people in the community, if I want to call them that, notable figures in the industry. You might not see them, right? But I see these people and I'm like, are you guys really part of the community?
Including Dr.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you introduce yourself for the first time, I'm like, wait a minute, am I hearing well the voice of what? So it's such a privilege to have you guys involved. You guys, there's also Uncle Chilu Lemba, last year's face of the
from
awards.
South Africa.
He's in our community. And I'm like, wow, we have different podcasters, so Mr. Tony Doe. So being part of the community gives you access to these people in the industry that you will not find anywhere else, right? You won't find them easily, let me put it in that way, but you can find them in our community. And at the same time, just as I said, there's a coalition support initiative that is coming up. Imagine just being part of a community. You can have a studio to record your podcast monthly, or you can have access to some workshops or some master classes just because you're part of the community. We also have our personalized ID. We have the certificates. We have the profile card and all. So the community is a community. It's a community.
I'll just
So
get get the charger, guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I just want you to know, Shahenda, that you can ask Gracie a question once you're back. I'd like you to ask a question like you're asking Apva, and Gracie, I'd like you to also ask Shahenda a question.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
Okay,
So,
just a second.
Gracie, while she goes, let's continue the conversation. The big question, unfortunately, she's not here to listen, but she will definitely watch this part of the podcast. The judging process. Now,
Hmm.
it's it's a thing where, in events like this, award events like this, some people might feel dissatisfied. Some people are shocked that they won. Some people are shocked that they did not win. So different emotions will definitely go across. And so it is begging that we help people understand how the process works, that makes the winners. So yeah, she's back. So now, Gracie, tell us, what's the process behind selecting who wins a category?
Well, so there are two ways to go about it. There's the voting and there's the judging. So
Mm,
the judges judge for some specific things based on the categories, while the voting is also for you from your end to put in your own efforts for the awards, right? So like I think it's categorized in 70/30, and when all this happens, the calculations, there's the judges part, there is the voting, it's all put together, and that's how the evaluation goes. That's why you see some people, maybe based on the judges, they're maybe at 50%, but based on the votes, they are just like 2%. That might just,
mm,
put them a little bit down. However, if you are kind of balanced, you'll be able to be evaluated better. You get, that's why we say, in as much as you win, you are nominated, don't just sit down. Promote your nominations. Let people know you're a nominee. Let people vote for you so that you can be balanced
yeah.
and be on the good side of winning. And apart from that, there's still some checks that happen. So the judges would judge, the vote will be there, but the truth is that you still need to screen the person and his or her work, because
Mm,
judges, some people might have much more community than this other person, right?
yeah.
But you need to confirm, what do you
Mm,
stand for, what do you do, how's your work, all those goes into the judging process. So after judges votes, after that there's another final screening time that happens.
mm. Okay. Interested. And just to put a bit of context, right, when you said 70/30, I believe that means 70% is the effort of the judges, while the 30% is the votes, right? That people are able to give. So that's what constitutes the 100% that determines who is selected, above. So, thank you so much for giving us all of those detail, Gracie. Now let's talk to Shahenda about, no, rather, let's have her ask a question. I don't know if you've come up with a question right now for Gracie, APVA, however, but yeah,
Okay.
do you have a question?
I have a question, yeah. If the judges, the finalists of the voice over of the year, and okay, two are the best, so they are a tie. So what is that criteria that can let some of them win? What is
So you're
that
saying if
one
we
little
have
thing?
two best.
Yeah, and it's a tie, and three judges are selecting this, and three judges are selecting the other one. So what is the solution for that?
I don't think we've really experienced that before. So I don't know how to
Yeah.
answer this exactly. I think there's only just been a balance in everything. But I think if
Yeah.
that would be the case, we most likely would have to check in more. So there's some kind of judging processes that when you judge the first time, you
Yeah.
rest. Then you come back again to cross check. Because
Mm,
Yeah.
maybe today you might hear this and you're like, oh, I like this, is good, or this person's style is nice. Then tomorrow you might notice some flaws and all, right?
Hmm.
So if
Hmm.
that's the case, I think what we'll do is just rest, check it again. If we
yeah.
need to maybe call, maybe invite an industry leader, or maybe for example the voiceover category to cross check for us, we don't mind, right? Someone
Hmm.
who has the higher we call it ears and
Yeah.
intuition to know, okay, I
Different
can
person.
check this and just know like this person is in or not in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So thank you very much for giving us, and
You're
I
welcome.
think that was a very good answer, Gracie. Even though I am in the system,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to respond to that one, and you did very well at that. I'll be requesting you to give us, let us know the judges, like so we can give a shout out to them. But while you get us their names, you also can ask a question. I don't know if you have a question for Shahenda right now, who is our winner of the ABBA Award of the Year.
I don't have a question because I knew you when I started knowing you when you joined the community or when you joined the community. I think the first meetup was from the email. She said, "Oh, I would like to join," and I'm so happy for you. This is not really a question, but I'm just so happy for her because it has been I see it as a goal you have achieved. 'Cause I remember the first day you came in, I said, "Do you have any questions to ask the community?" She said, "I want to know how to win the best voiceover artist of the year." I cannot forget
Oh,
it.
My
wow.
target. My target is.
That that I was like,
Yeah.
who's this? I was like, who's
It's
this?
me.
But she explained. I was like, okay, now I see what's happening. And I'm like, okay, just wait for the process to come and you do your stuff. If you win, right? And I'm so happy it has happened. And yeah, it's been beautiful having you part of the community. Like when
Thank
different
you.
time zones, but you've been so active and it's nice. It's cool. So I
Thank
don't
you
have any
so
question.
much.
I just want to say thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Since that day that you accepted me in, guys, everybody there, they are really friendly. They are really helpful. They are amazing.
Yeah.
It's the first time for me to know people across Africa, really. And you
Mm.
are guys awesome. Even your outings. I really wanna join that outing in the
Okay,
sun and
we'll have
yeah,
one.
Nigeria, Ghana. Oh, wow, they are awesome. I like the
I,
atmosphere.
yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
And
we'll
speaking
have
of
one in Egypt.
outings,
We have to. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yes.
definitely need to. We definitely need to. So speaking of outings, right?
Hmm.
This year we had watch parties across different countries on the continent. So Gracie, you want to give us a bit of you know, gist about the watch parties that happened this year at the awards?
So for me, I know last year, um, if they would have asked me what part of the APV ceremony was for you, I know it would be the watching of the ceremony videos and all. For me, this year, I was so excited for the watch parties. So like
Hmm.
being part of the team, I was excited for the ceremony itself, like being live streamed and all. But I was
Yeah.
extra excited for the watch parties happening this year. Watch parties were hosted in 10 different locations, but 8 countries. They were amazing. I saw the pictures, I saw the events going through. I just saw a community of people coming together just for one cause, and it's just so beautiful. So the watch parties happened same day as the award ceremony, different
Yeah.
time, but same day. So
Yeah.
the major aim is to watch the award ceremony live stream together, watch it together, celebrate together, right? So we had in Nigeria, we had 3 watch parties in Nigeria. We had in Warri, we had 2 in Lagos, different locations. We had 2 in South Africa, we had
Mm.
in Kenya, we had in Malawi, we had in Cameroon, we also had in Uganda. I think these are all the countries. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone right now. I'm not so sure, but we had in these countries. Like right now, as of today, Malawi already is kind of having a community, right? Just from the APVA watch party. So you can see this brought together people who might not really know it themselves, but now a bond is being built up. So watch parties were pretty cool. They were fun times, picture times,
Mm.
the celebratory times. I saw Uganda, their video, they were just so happy. They called the winner. I was like, okay, I need to be here. I need
Wow.
to be here.
Yeah.
So it was really beautiful. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful moment, right? And I'm proud of what we've been able to achieve in the past 3 years with APVA. Shout out to Bidemi Adedire as well. During the event, Bidemi, who is the founder, she gave a speech, and it was such a heartfelt speech. For people who followed the awards. By the way, if you didn't watch the awards, it's on YouTube. It was live streamed on YouTube. So just check our YouTube page at APVA official, and you'll be able to follow the things that happened. So, she was talking about how we need to we for the progress and the growth of the award, we will be needing to, take a break to, work, build, and, come back better next time. So
Yeah.
I think what that suggests is that next year we might not be seeing the ABVA awards, but we are taking a break so that we can come bigger, for the next edition of the ABBA Awards. Now, there are a lot of things that we're planning. Trust me, it's not easy to plan an award that cuts
Yeah.
across the entire continent. So we want it to be more inclusive and bigger than it is right now. So it takes a lot of planning. So there are a lot of things that I can't say right now, but just putting that out there for people who are curious about the award. Woo, it's been a good time talking about ABBA Award and also interviewing Dr. Shahenda,
Yeah.
who is the
Thank
winner
you.
of Voiceover Artist of the Year. Um,
Thank you.
let's yeah, as we round off right now, let's have you tell us, for people who are just, coming into voiceover in 2024, especially in your country, Egypt, what advice would you have for them?
My advice for them and anyone who ever reached me to ask me about voice acting, and there were many in Egypt actually. Never, never stop believing. Just believe, and it's all about the mindset. You put something in your head, it's a mindset. As Gracie said, first time I talk with her, how can I win? This is what I want. And I really worked hard for it. I kept on hammering on everybody I know, vote, 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 vote. This is my dream. You have to. And they did. So every day they send me list of the times. How many times did they vote for me? They sent me an email
Wow.
of how many times they did that. It was just a mindset since day one. Really, it's a mindset. My next dream is to join something very big, like a movie with a bigger one, a bigger dream, a movie with the real stars, with actors from across the world. So I'll never stop dreaming about voiceover. It's my dream. It's the most loveliest thing I really like from my three professions. As you know, I work three professions, but this is the best thing I do, and I really like it.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. You are a voiceover
Thank you.
artist, a counselor, a child psychologist, and middle school English teacher. I believe I captured that correctly. And
Yeah,
you are, yeah, and a great advice you had is that we should dream big. It's
and
a
believe,
thing, and leave, right?
believe,
Believe.
believe. You have
Mm,
to believe. You will do it, and you will.
mm,
I
mm.
believe that I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, to you, Gracie. Any final words from you or from APV? And I told you, Gracie, please plug in your podcast. You're a podcaster. So we'd like to also, know what your podcast about. Talk to us.
Okay, let me start from my podcast, right? So my podcast name is called Grow and Glow Podcast. So Grow and Glow Podcast. It's just a show that helps young adults with issues. Basically, we are young, we're figuring out life. So this is me sharing my story, speaking with other people, and breaking some stereotypes, breaking some things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's my podcast. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
your podcast episodes. I'm also on Instagram with the Grow and Glow _ podcast. That's my Instagram page for podcasts, my podcast. Then there's the personal one, Gracie.imo. Yeah, you can follow me there too. Anywhere, I'm everywhere. Then for anyone listening to me on behalf of APVA, one thing we are glad about is that we are able to celebrate you because you deserve such celebration. So well done with all you do. Keep on working hard. Hard work pays off, honestly. Shahanda is like as an evidence right here. Hard work pays off. And don't slack. Don't sleep. Do your work. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you too, Gracie. It's such a pleasure having you. And Shahenda, the winner of ABBA's 2024 Voiceover Artist of the Year. One more thing from you
Thank
before you
you.
go. For people who would like to connect with you, either to get to have your service, right? Hire your service, or just want to reach out to you, how can they do so?
Through my Instagram.
Okay.
I always get my requests through the my Instagram and some people through WhatsApp. So if they already
Okay.
know my number, but through Instagram, I even got the project for Ella through Instagram.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Can
That's
I
the
say
Techno
something?
Mobile's Ella, smart assistant.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hello, I'm Ella.
Wow. That was that that was
You
what?
should do it again.
And
Do it
Ivy
again.
Aria.
She should do something for us again. Do it again.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, please do something for
Okay.
us.
Hello, I'm Ella. I'm your smart assistant. You can ask me anything.
Whoa. That
Tcode,
was
Tcode,
amazing.
I am becoming a voiceover artist. Starting from
You will
tomorrow.
be
You can
awesome.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shahenda says you need to dream it and believe it.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Dream
Oh
it
That's
my.
cool.
and you will reach.
Oh.
Okay.
It's been a great time on
Yeah,
this podcast so far, and I want to thank my
that's true.
amazing
That's true.
guests. Yeah, Dr. Shahenda from Egypt, the winner of ABBA's 2024 Voiceover Artist of the Year, and Gracie Imo from Nigeria, the Communications and Programs Manager at the Association of African Podcasters and Voiceover Artists. I am Tcode. I am the host of the Everything Voiceovers podcast at the African Perspective. And shout out to my co-host, Sarah Johnson, who couldn't be here today, an amazing personality, but we'll be together in the next episode. For people who are watching the podcast for the first time, we have conversations like this with voiceover artists across the continent in different parts of Africa to document our history, tell our stories, and also provide guide and resources for voiceover artists across the continent. If you love what we're doing, follow us on across our social media platforms at Everything Voiceovers. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the like button, subscribe, and ensure that you watch our amazing episodes where you can learn more about voiceover. If you'd like to support what we're doing via donations, there's a link in the description where you can send your donations and would love to have them so that they can help, put more episodes out every Friday. That's 8 a.m. West African time. Well, guys, this is all we can take for today's episode of the Everything Voiceovers podcast. I am Tcode, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, keep dreaming, keep believing, and you will achieve it. Bye for now, guys. Bye, guys.